Well, I'm proud of you for knowing how these matches work. Let me talk to you. Here's the deal. Yeah, CM Punk is not my partner tonight. CM Punk might get himself...
This is News and Rings, bringing you non-stop WWE news, match results, and inside scoops. Hit subscribe and let's dive straight in. The entire wrestling world has been thrown into chaos after one of the most shocking revelations in recent WWE history. Fans who thought they had seen it all were completely blindsided when Nick Aldis and Roman Reigns finally pulled back the curtain on the mystery surrounding Jacob Fatu's backstage assault. What began as a confusing and unsettling incident has now turned into one of the most gripping storylines WWE has produced in years. The initial footage of Fatu being discovered injured backstage set off a storm of speculation, concern, and disbelief. Known for his unmatched toughness and incredible performances, Fatu being found in such a vulnerable state was something nobody expected. The WWE Universe demanded answers, and both management and superstars were determined to find out who was behind it. Yet no one could have imagined how deep this story would run or how personal it would become once the truth came out. A mystery that shook the locker room. From the moment the investigation began, tension spread throughout the WWE locker room. Nick Aldis, acting as the composed yet firm general manager, made it clear that this was not going to be swept under the rug. He immediately ordered a full internal review, analyzing security footage and interviewing everyone who had access to the restricted area where the attack occurred. The air backstage grew heavy with suspicion as rumors spread and trust began to break down among superstars. Even those closest to Fatu came under questioning as Aldis made sure no stone was left unturned. Meanwhile, Roman Reigns, known for his leadership and influence, especially regarding the Anoa'i family ties, stepped in, vowing to get to the truth. Despite his powerful status, Reigns made it clear that this was about family and respect, not power or politics. What followed was a dual investigation that blurred the lines between professional duty and personal loyalty, creating one of the most compelling off-screen sagas WWE fans had ever witnessed. The clues nobody saw coming for weeks, the mystery deepened. Witnesses offered inconsistent accounts, and every lead seemed to circle back to a dead end. Fans became detectives, analyzing every promo, every backstage glance, and every cryptic post on social media. Theories flooded online forums, ranging from the logical to the outrageous. Some believed it was an inside job, others thought a returning legend might be sending a message. But then an unexpected breakthrough changed everything. A member of the production crew came forward with a small but crucial detail, something most people had overlooked. When that detail was compared with time-stamped footage and internal communications, it exposed a trail that pointed in an entirely new direction. This discovery turned the investigation from a whodunit into a shocking revelation about planning, betrayal, and misplaced trust. It was no longer a simple case of jealousy or rivalry, it was something far more calculated and emotional. The stunning revelation. When Nick Aldis and Roman Reigns finally addressed the WWE Universe together, the tension in the arena was palpable. Both men stood side by side at a press conference, their faces reflecting the gravity of what they were about to reveal. Aldis recounted the steps taken during the investigation and expressed gratitude to everyone who cooperated, emphasizing WWE's commitment to transparency. Then Reigns stepped forward, his voice low but commanding, and delivered the revelation that left the audience stunned. The attacker wasn't a rival superstar or an outsider looking to make a statement. It was someone close to Fatu, someone who had shared locker rooms, matches, and moments of mutual respect. The betrayal cut deep, especially within the extended wrestling family that prides itself on loyalty and unity. Fans gasped as the truth sank in, realizing that this wasn't just about one act of aggression. It was about broken trust, hidden resentment, and emotional turmoil that had been building silently for months. The fallout and the family's response. The reaction to the unmasking was immediate and explosive. The locker room was divided. Some wrestlers were stunned into silence, while others expressed outrage that such a thing could happen within their ranks. On social media, the wrestling community erupted with emotion, debating motives and revisiting old clips for signs they might have missed. Jacob Fatu, recovering and regaining his strength, faced an emotional confrontation with the person responsible. The moment wasn't about revenge, it was about closure and the pain of betrayal. REIGNS, visibly shaken but resolute, spoke afterward about the importance of respect and accountability within both the WWE and the Anoa'i legacy. His words carried the weight of a man who understood that leadership sometime means dealing with those closest to you in the harshest of ways. Aldis followed with a statement confirming that the individual involved had been suspended indefinitely while further action was being considered. He promised fans and talent alike that WWE would learn from this and that new safeguards would be implemented to prevent anything similar in the future. The aftermath and the road to redemption. In the weeks that followed, the effects of the revelation rippled through every corner of WWE. Factions realigned, alliances were questioned, and friendships fractured under the pressure of mistrust. Some superstars publicly distanced themselves from those linked to the incident, while others called for compassion and understanding. The attackers' eventual statement, attempting to explain their actions as a result of professional frustration and personal struggle, did little to calm the storm. While a few fans empathized with the pressures of the wrestling world, most felt that no grievance could justify what had been done. Meanwhile, Jacob Fatu began the slow road back to recovery. Both physically and mentally, the process was long and difficult, but fans rallied behind him, showing overwhelming support online and at live events. His story became one of resilience and renewal, a testament to how even in the world of sports entertainment, real emotion and human strength shine through the drama. Experts and former superstars weighed in on what the entire ordeal said about the culture of wrestling, its pressures, expectations, and the need for better mental health awareness among performers. What had begun as a shocking incident evolved into a deeper conversation about the well-being of those who give everything to entertain millions around the world. A story that redefined WWE. Now, as the dust begins to settle, the impact of this storyline and the real emotions behind it continues to shape the landscape of WWE. Jacob Fatu's name has become synonymous with perseverance, and his eventual return is one of the most anticipated moments in recent wrestling memory. Roman Reigns, once again, has proven himself not only as the tribal chief inside the ring, but as a figure of strength, leadership, and unyielding integrity outside it. Aldis's leadership during the crisis earned him newfound respect as a general manager capable of handling pressure and conflict with balance and clarity. The incident has also sparked meaningful changes behind the scenes, enhanced wellness programs, improved security, and more open communication between talent and management. For all its drama, pain, and controversy, this story reminded everyone that WWE is more than scripted rivalries. It's a reflection of real people, real emotions, and real consequences.